Today I'm reviewing a 2013 Ford F-150 SVT Raptor, which is an off-road focused variant of Ford's F-150 pickup. It was first introduced to the US market starting in the 2010 model year, and it was replaced by an all-new second generation model starting in 2017. At that point, they also dropped the SVT portion of the Raptor name. Now, in terms of exterior styling, there are a number of things that differentiate the Raptor model from your basic F-150, giving the vehicle a much more bold, aggressive look. On the front end of the vehicle, it is completely different. You'll see that we've got a revised headlight design, revised grille with the Ford lettering embossed across the front. We've got an integrated camera here for additional visibility when off-road driving, and then we've got the trademark Raptor amber lights hidden in the grille here. Gives the vehicle a really cool look. Likewise, you'll see those amber lights on both the driver and passenger side fender. And then you also see that it's got a revised front bumper. Up top, we've got a composite hood with some air vents, unique to the Raptor model. And then definitely the thing that's most different about the Raptor when compared with the F-150 is the size of the fenders, sticking out quite a bit further than your basic F-150. And it's not just an illusion either. The Raptor's actually got a 7-inch wider front track than your basic F-150. See a little bit of that width right here. Really gives the vehicle an aggressive look. And then you'll see on the front fenders, we've also got the air vent with the SVT lettering. Some nice large mirrors with integrated blinkers. They're also electronically folding. And they've got a little inset for additional visibility. We've also got the Ford trademark key code here, giving you key code access to the vehicle. And then at the rear of the vehicle, again, we've got those nice large fenders. Some of that additional width is visible right here. On the rear of the vehicle, again, we've got some more of those amber lights on both sides. Got the Raptor SVT specific logo. And then we've got some parking sensors down below. Really great looking tail lights that are blacked out. And then this model's also got a nice dual exhaust with a really great exhaust note. It sounds awesome. It's one of my favorite things about the Raptor. Now, the Raptor's not just about good looks and differentiating itself in that sense. It really is a lot more off-road capable than your basic F-150, and it comes with a really nice slew of features and engineering cues that help to maximize that off-road capability. You'll see looking at the vehicle that it's got a very impressive front approach angle with that revised bumper. Likewise, we've got a pretty good rear departure angle. And then the Raptor is only available with this 5.5-foot bed, shortening the wheelbase and helping with that breakover angle. And when the Raptor first came out in 2010, you could actually only get it in a Super Cab model. And then they added this Super Crew starting in 2011. So the Super Cab is going to be a little bit more off-road capable because of that shorter wheelbase. But the Super Crews are pretty popular because of that additional rear space that you get in the back seat. Now, on top of those, design elements, the Raptor also comes with a set of 35-inch BFG all-terrain tires standard. This vehicle's got a set of aftermarket tires, and then you see that we've got the SVT-specific wheel package. Really nice combination of brushed aluminum and the black. And then looking back behind, you'll see that we've got our Fox racing shocks. Give you a look up front as well. These are internal bypass shocks. I can't really get a very good look at the front. But what we've got here is 11 inches of travel in the front and 12 inches of travel in the rear. So very impressive in that sense. On top of that, we've got a locking rear differential. We've got a limited slip front differential. And then we've also got hill descent control. And the vehicle's got a sport mode and an off-road mode, which basically turn off the electronic intervention of the vehicle to help maximize that off-road capability. The other thing that I wanted to mention is that when the Raptor first came out, it was only available in 4 different colors. You could get white, black, orange, or blue. They've added some additional colors in later years. And then they also had a decal package available on the Raptor. Basically looked like splattered mud on the rear end of the vehicle. Personally, I like the cleaner look that you get with just a coat of paint, but it was a unique offering available on the Raptor. Overall though, a great looking truck. When the Raptor was first introduced, you had a choice of two different engine options. The base engine was a 5.4 liter V8 with 310 horsepower, or you could upgrade to a 6.2 liter V8 with 411 horsepower. That 5.4 liter V8 option was dropped in 2011, so all later versions of the Raptor come with that 6.2 liter V8. Both of those engines are paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and with the 6.2 liter V8, you're going to see a 0 to 60 time of 6.7 seconds. You also see tow capacity of 8,000 pounds and payload capacity at 1,770 pounds. So those are all very impressive numbers, and it is a great vehicle to drive. The one downside though is that fuel economy sits at 11 miles per gallon in the city and 14 miles per gallon on the highway. Looking inside the Raptor, you'll see it's got a very premium interior. This is just as nice as any other top trim package offering of the F-150, and it's got a few unique design cues that differentiate it from those other models. The vehicle is also very heavily loaded with luxury and tech features. We've got power windows, power door locks, power mirrors that are also power folding. We've got a Sony premium audio system. See, we've got some storage space in the door here. We've got really nice leather seats with fabric insets. And then we've got the Ford lettering on the seat backs. This driver's seat is also full power with memory settings for up to 2 drivers. You'll see on the steering column, we've got controls for electronically adjusting the pedals as well as the steering wheel. And then on the steering wheel, we've got this little red mark up here that's unique to the Raptor model, as well as controls for a number of vehicle settings, cruise control, audio, and Bluetooth. Go ahead and jump in, fire up with the key. You'll see you've got a nice instrument cluster. It's got the SVT lettering and the tachometer there, as well as a nice LCD center screen. Gives you a number of those vehicle settings, which can be controlled with these buttons over here. You will notice that we're averaging 14.4 miles per gallon, so that's above that EPA projection. You'll see in the center, we've got a nice large center screen, duals as a backup camera, and then we can control a number of vehicle functions with this center screen. It is a touch screen. We've got phone up here in the top left, vehicle information in the top right, climate controls in the bottom right, and then entertainment in this bottom left. We're currently on the home screen, so you can configure some of these favorites. You'll see we've got a compass. If our phone was connected, you'd have some of that information here. We've also got heated seats and air conditioned seats for the driver and front passenger, so you've got that on the main screen. And then you can also adjust some of the screen settings with this button. You'll see to the left, we've got our electronically controlled 4-wheel drive system. It's got a 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low option. We've also got our locking rear differential as well as a locking mode for towing. Below that, we've got a trailer brake controller. In the middle here, CD player. We've got our volume control as well as tuning for the radio. Below that, dual zone climate control system for the driver and front passenger. And then again, below that, already kind of mentioned that, here's our hill descent control. Here's our off-road mode, which turns off some of that electronic intervention. And these are auxiliary controls for all of those amber lights that we've got on the exterior of the vehicle. 2 cup holders, and we've got a nice large center console. Got some compartments for storing various items. This removable tray. And then down inside, you'll see we've got auxiliary inputs here. Memory card input and 2 USB outlets. You'll see on the dash here we've got a 12-volt outlet, and then up above we've got a self-dimming rearview mirror. We've got our controls for our sunroof, which is tilt and sliding, and then we've got a compartment here for sunglasses. On the visor here, we've also got controls for programming up to 3 garage door openers. The back seat of the Raptor is extremely spacious in this Super Crew configuration. It's got plenty of leg, head, and shoulder room. You'll see the center console's got a couple cup holders, vents for bringing air to the rear passengers. We've got an outlet on this side and another outlet on that side. Quick view up front. Seats also fold up in a 60-40 split very easily by just pulling up. Very handy if you want to use this area for cargo rather than passengers. It's also got a little bit of integrated storage space and these built-in hooks. And then just as easily we can pull this lever and drop that seat back down. You see that the doors also have some integrated storage space and cup holder. Driving the Raptor, it's definitely the type of vehicle that gives you the impression that you could go anywhere, and you pretty much could, except for maybe down a narrow trail. I think it's something to do with the wide fenders and the bulge of the hood. It just feels like a really tough truck that could handle anything that you throw at it. And it really is a great vehicle to drive all around. Love the way that it sounds. I love the way that it handles. I love the off-road capability that you get with this truck. And I also love the fact that you don't compromise anything in terms of luxury. It is a top-of-the-line luxury truck that's also got a really mean 6.2 liter V8 and some incredible off-road capability. Driving it through this snowstorm, I've been really impressed with the handling of the vehicle as well. That's one of the benefits that you get with those really nice 35-inch beefy tires and a great four-wheel drive system is, yeah, you can take this thing out in the desert and do some really impressive off-road driving, but it's also a truck that's got a shorter wheelbase. It's not going to slide around as much in the rear because it's got a shorter bed, and the handling really is excellent. Beyond that, it also is just a great vehicle to drive all around. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's comfortable. I already mentioned that it's full of luxury and tech features. Now, I've also had an opportunity to drive a Velociraptor, which is a modified version of the Raptor. Hennessy puts a supercharger into it, and it's got 604 horsepower, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Most fun that I've ever had driving a truck. It's got a mean exhaust note to it, and while that truck is absolutely incredible, I really wanted to see what just a basic Raptor was like for comparison, and I am very impressed. This vehicle is still a ton of fun to drive. If I was in the market for one of these trucks, as much as the Velociraptor would be really cool, I don't feel like I've got the excessive income to throw at that, and I think I would be perfectly satisfied with the Raptor. It is very quick. It's got a great exhaust note as well. That additional power that you get with the Velociraptor is also a little bit excessive, so this is a little bit more comfortable in terms of just being a little safer. So pulling onto the highway here, go ahead and do another acceleration test, see if we can avoid sliding out of control. So it's got a lot of power. You can't punch it too hard or we're just gonna go spinning off the side of the road. But you get a little taste of that exhaust note. It's got a really great sound to it, and this truck has more than enough power. I have got to say that the Raptor is an incredible truck. If you're looking to get into something fun that's got a bed, this is the way to go. So that's a review of the 2013 Ford F-150 SVT Raptor. This truck is incredible. If you're looking to get into a cool truck, this is without a doubt the way to go. I have tested all the trucks out there, and the Raptor is by far the most fun to drive. It's not necessarily going to be the most practical in certain areas, but if you're looking for a cool looking truck that is off-road capable, Raptor is going to be the way to go. It's great looking on the exterior. I love the unique design cues that you get with the Raptor when compared with the F-150, despite the fact that the F-150 is a great looking truck to begin with. Likewise, in the truck, it's very luxurious. It's got a lot of great luxury and tech features. And without a doubt, my favorite thing about the Raptor is the powertrain. It is fast. It's got a great exhaust note. Just sounds so good. But with that, fuel economy is pretty dismal, and that'd be the main thing holding me back from buying one of these. The second generation model does see a slight improvement in that fuel economy, but the Raptor is also a very expensive truck. So these first generation models are expensive already. Second generation models are very pricey. I'd say that there's a good possibility that I'll own one someday. I like them that much, but the initial cost of purchase and the fuel economy, kind of the two main factors holding me back at this point. But if you don't care about those issues and you want a cool looking truck that's off-road capable, the Raptor is the way to go. If you have any comments or questions on the Raptor, leave them in the comments below. For more car reviews, be sure to subscribe. In the meantime, thanks for watching.